Okay, guys, the highlights from GreatStockPicks.com, our live trading chat room, Monday, October 7th. This is the opening 2-minute candle right here. One of our all-star moderators, Zozo, is his chat room name. He was already watching this because of some Greek news that he read this weekend or before the open, and so he went ahead and called this long if it got to 463 with a stop at the low of the day, which was 7 cents below. And you can see right there it triggered, and look at that. It was just off to the races, and just unbelievable strength. From 463, NBG goes to 548. That's an 85-cent move in our favor on 7 cents risk, which is one heck of a move on a $4 or $5 stock. I also had a cheapie that I called CSUN. Here is a CSUN. This is the opening 5-minute candle. Put in an early high, and you can kind of picture that this was just sort of flagging intraday. And I'll show you the daily here in just a second to show you why I had this cheap one on watch. But I went ahead and called it long at 506, so right about there when it started to move up, with a worst case stop at 499. So that's a very nice tight stop on that one too. And look what happened. I mean, just off to the races. And this is a good lesson on what kind of stocks to have on your watch list, even if you don't like the cheapies. If I go to the daily here, I'll take today's big bounce out of it. This was on Bounce Watch because it made this crazy move from like $3 to almost 7 in 2 days, right? So now you've got 4 days down in a row. You're nearing the 8-day moving average. This is anytime something makes a crazy move like that and then grinds lower, there's a good chance you're going to get a second wave. I didn't know it was going to be that nice, but it certainly was a super low risk and high move trade there. From the entry call at 506 on 7 cents risk, went up almost a buck, which is again a heck of a move on a $5-6 stock. Went up 98 cents a share. Another call I made, INVN. I called it right here at this blue line on this first pullback. Great volume here, and then on this first pullback, I like to try to buy things near that blue line. Called it at basically 1920. It wasn't quite to the blue line yet with a 19 stop. And again, this doesn't look like much, but I mean, look how quickly things happen in the morning. From 1920 all the way back within 5 minutes to 1988 or 89, something like that. And then it ended up closing pretty strong too. So INVN is one to watch tomorrow. But I had a really nice trade in that one because it happened so quick. And real quick, I'm going to show you the SPY on an intraday basis here. Well, you can see it sold off at the end of the day. I don't know if there was news or not. I'm usually done trading before that final half hour anyway. But what I try to teach our members is that first hour is generally when you're going to get some kind of shape up or down, whatever, in the SPY where you can make tradable, profits. And then you get 3, 4, 5 hours of this nonsense, just chopping sideways. And that's just the way the market's been lately. There's no disputing it. It does it a lot. So you need to be ready to go in the morning and take those trades like we just showed you. And then, you know what, if you like golf, go play golf in the afternoon. I hang around because I'm running the chat room, and occasionally we'll find a nice afternoon trade. But basically, the money's made in the morning. Another call I made was PBPB, which is, if you watched our watch list video this weekend, I'm not a big fan of trading IPOs, but Remax has been pretty good. And so anyway, I thought, hey, it doesn't cost me anything to have this one on a chart. And so this is what it looked like. You can see all of this was opening day, okay? And then today, this was the opening 5-minute candle. And then it put in just really a nice little tight kind of flag right there, right? And so I went ahead and I said, hey, I like this over the high of the day, but even before that, I went ahead and called it long. I just jumped in at 32.37 with a stop at 32.10. I think one more candle, yeah, it triggered right here, 32. In other words, I said I don't want to wait till the high of day break. I just went ahead and grabbed it at 32.37 because I thought if this thing breaks the high of the day, it might be uncatchable, might just jump 20 cents, and I had no idea because you don't have a lot of trading to base on when you've only got 1 day under your belt on a stock. But anyway, 32.37. Within about 10 or 15 minutes, this was up almost a buck, 33.24, and it ended up going up a little more than $1 from our entry. 32.37 went to 33.57, so it went up $1.20 on 27 cents risk. And between those, I had one heck of a day. Let me think. I already showed you Zozo's call, so that's about it. I'll leave it at that. CLDX, You know what? I may make a separate video for this one. There's a good lesson on CLDX. I think I'm going to save that for another video, but I gave a trade idea this morning over this opening 5-minute candle, and it made a very nice, more than $1 move from there, but I'll just do that in another video. So I'll quit babbling. Really nice day, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.